Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the match between Barcelona and Real Sociedad. This is going to be a game where, like I've always said, when it comes to like every game, and I'm going to continue to say this within these last 7 games that we are going to be playing, it is going to be a very tough match. It is going to be a tough game where Barcelona do need to fight, and right now, Sociedad, looking at their position, they want to fight for a Europa League spot. They want to be in good competitions, and that is why Sociedad are going to come in here to this game against Barcelona at their home and really bring their all to bring the best result possible. And Barcelona, again, they're going to have to play away. We have seen the past 2 league games that they have played with each other. Barcelona did win in the past 2 games. They have beaten them twice, 6-1 and also 4-2. But within this game that we are about to be playing, looking at how this club, Sociedad, has been playing through this specific season, they have been phenomenal. Like, yes, of course, Barcelona are going to find the best solutions to score as many goals as possible, like what we did see in the past 2 games. But Sociedad, they have been phenomenal. They have been amazing. At that time when Barcelona were 9th place a couple of months ago, Real Sociedad were in 1st place. And so we're going to be facing a team that is going to be extremely competitive, and they're going to be coming out very huge. And this is the part that does make me very nervous and anxious, right? Because to me, the number one question that I do have when it comes to this match is going to be this: how is Barcelona going to react? Because we know that Barcelona do have what it takes to beat these teams like Real Madrid 4-0 or Valencia 4-2 or Atletico Madrid 4-2. But when it comes to Barcelona needing to deliver those results in very critical moments, can Barcelona react? Because we have the talent, we have the players, we have to be reactionary, we have to respond to this situation. Like, Dembele has been the best example in terms of how you should be playing on the pitch when you know that your position is at stake. You look at how he has been running up and down the pitch, you look at how he has been contributing to the attack. He has been making multiple shots, distributing many crosses into the box, giving not only himself an opportunity to score, but giving his teammates around him opportunities to score the goal in order for Barcelona to bring the best result possible. Even Xavi Hernandez has made Dembele as one of the examples in terms of commitment on the field, because yesterday there was a report that did come out basically explaining what Xavi did say to his players in the locker room after the defeat against Cadiz. And the journalist did say this, and I quote: "Xavi mentioned Dembele in the dressing room as an example of commitment. Xavi told the group, and I quote, 'Look at Dembele, he doesn't even have a contract here.'" And so the fact that Xavi was out here saying stuff like this, speaking to his players and saying, look at Dembele, the one player that has no contract, the one that does seem like he's going to be out for sure in the summer, supposedly, right? The fact that this player here is giving it their all, why can't these other players who have contracts, who have a secured future with this club, actually bring the best result and maximize themselves? Frenkie de Jong does need to step up. Ferran Torres does need to step up. Memphis, Jordi Alba, Gavi all need to distribute their best version of themselves tomorrow night, and that is what Xavi does want to see. And so we go into the squad list here, and we can see that yes, there are certain players that have returned. We have Gerard Piqué and Araujo, who have finally returned for different reasons. Piqué does seem like he is okay. Piqué was really pushing to play in this game, and so we should expect him to start. When it comes to Ronald Araujo, the only reason why he did miss that previous match, it was because he had to serve a suspension, but now he is back, and I do expect him to also start within that defensive line. Pedri is obviously not going to be available. Then moving on towards Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati is almost there. He literally does not have anything bothering him within his legs. No hamstring problems, no knee problems. Ansu Fati is expected to make his debut back against Rayo Vallecano. And so we look at the squad list here, and this team is good enough. This team is good enough to bring a 4-0 scoreline, a 3-0 scoreline. We have what it takes. We just need to have the interest, right? The commitment to do well. So let's go into the most possible predicted starting 11 that we could see go up against Real Sociedad. And I do expect to see a 4-3-3 with Ter Stegen in goal, our defensive line being Jordi Alba on the left, Araujo and Gerard Piqué as the center back duo, Serginho Dest as the right back, and our midfield being Busquets, Gavi, and Frenkie, and then our front 3 being Dembele, Aubameyang, and Ferran Torres. Now, I want to point out 2 different things when it comes to a starting 11 like this. I want to see Frenkie, like I've always said in so many videos, I want to see Frenkie and his best version. Frenkie can give so much more. We know his capabilities. He has not been playing well in the past 2 or 3 games at all. I know that there's going to be a lot of hate when it comes to this comment here, but we have to speak the reality when it comes to Frenkie's performance. He has not been at his best. He does not even look like he is even trying on the field, and we need to see Frenkie give much more in terms of goals, in terms of assists, in terms of setting up plays for other players. And then when it comes to Ferran Torres, I just do not want to see this player continue to waste all of these chances. He has great movement, he has great positioning, but the one thing that he really does need is being lethal in front of of goal. Once he does have that, Barcelona will experience many more goals within that front three. So now moving on towards the next phase of this video, I also do want to speak about Lewandowski, Sergi Roberto and Gavi. And one of the reasons why I want to give everyone some updates regarding these three players is because I have been asked what's currently going on with the future of Lewandowski, with the future of Sergi Roberto and the future of Gavi. And so we are going to be going through a rapid fire type of update section within this video. It's going to be extremely fast so you guys can know exactly what is going on. So let's first talk about Lewandowski. And so it does say here, according to sources in Spain, a very important meeting is scheduled soon between Bayern and Lewandowski's agent, Bini Xavi. Two options are on the table. It's either going to be Lewandowski renewing or the German club putting a starting price tag on him. Barcelona are very attentive of this situation. And then we also do have sources in Germany explaining, and I quote, Bayern don't want to sell Lewandowski, but if the striker doesn't sign a new contract this summer, they would talk about a transfer, and the asking price could be at 40 million euros. Then we continue, coming from another different reporter, Bayern Munich will ask for Lewandowski for at least 40 million euros. The agent is convinced that Barcelona would be able to pay a price like this. So look, I've always said this and I'm going to continue to say it. Lewandowski at the age of 33, 34 years old, looking at his capabilities, looking at what he can still provide in top European football, for 40 million euros, that is a great deal. There is literally no risk involved because we know someone like him can still score many goals in a team like Barcelona. The only real risk that I do see, it is going to be the injuries, right? Because he will be 34 years old. Many of us are going to be questioning, okay, like that does make us very nervous. Could we see Lewandowski experience more injuries than ever before because he is getting older? But I do think that once he does come to Barcelona, and that's only if he does, he's going to be under the management of Xavi Hernandez. We have seen many players improve their fitness overall. I do think that he's going to continue to be healthy because Xavi is someone that does like to have his players work extremely hard with high intensity during training sessions. And when you do have that, when it comes to the actual game time, your body is going to be accustomed to that type of intensity, that type of work ethic. And so I don't expect any risk to be involved. And at the age of 34 years old, scoring about 40 to 45 goals per season with a price tag of 40 million euros, I do think that Barcelona should really go for it. Now let's move on towards Sergi Roberto and his future, because it does say here, according to Gabriel Sanz, Mateo Lemán met with Sergi Roberto's agent and offered a renewal for 1 season with an option to extend it for another season. The salary offered is being reduced by a lot compared to his current earnings. And so it's so surprising to me that the fact that Xavi and Joan Laporta actually want this player, it's so surprising, because you would expect that Barcelona do not want to do any business with Sergi Roberto. But to be very honest, I have no problem with an offer like this for a 1+1 contract renewal. I do think that Barcelona do want to maintain this player for 1 more season and to maybe in the future potentially sell this player for a good profit. But one thing is for sure, one of the reasons on why Barcelona want to renew this player and only renew him for about 1 season with an optional 1 more year is because Barcelona do not really need Sergi Roberto because of the type of players we now have in this Barcelona squad. If he plays in the midfield, we have Gavi, we have Frankie, we have Pedri, we have many midfielders, we have someone like Ricky Puig, Nico Gonzalez, we have players that Barcelona have signed already like Pablo Torre. And then when it comes to the right back position, Barcelona are looking at Azpilicueta. They have Serginho Dest, who has been doing so well. Dani Alves is also here and he's going to continue to be here for at least another year. And so there's really no spot for Sergi Roberto. But again, like this is the part that does get me very confused, and like I have no idea why Barcelona are heading towards this direction. Xavi and Joan Laporta do want this player, but the fact that the sporting project with Sergi Roberto and Barcelona does not look so convincing, it does not look so long term. Sergi Roberto himself is not going to be convinced with renewing his contract with Barcelona. And so lastly, I do want to end it with Gavi, because it does say here, according to Mateo Moreto, that there will be no meeting regarding Gavi's renewal this week. The appointment has been postponed and probably until next week. And so if you guys were wondering what happened with Gavi, when could we expect to see negotiations start in terms of his renewal within this week, it's not going to be happening within this week. It is going to be happening most likely next week, according to this report. And hopefully Barcelona do find an agreement like they have been doing with Ronald Araujo, and we see Gavi renew with Barcelona for many more years, because he really does deserve it. So that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news and pre-match preview. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.